Hey guys, and welcome to the final episode of the summer vlogs. So after today we should be back on our regular scheduled programming, so I will be letting you guys know what that is. If you guys have any preferences on what games we should play, then let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to work that into the schedule. So today we have something very special planned. I've been tagged in the gender tag. So basically what that is a series of questions that you ask yourself about your own sexuality, and yeah, it's meant to help other people understand their own sexuality and gender and other people's as well. So I find that very fascinating. I'm always happy to help other people. So yeah, without further ado, here is the gender tag. Now I did write down a whole bunch of notes. So I actually just wrote down the questions, so I will be answering them. So question number 1. How do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? Sorry. So I'm pretty feminine, I think. I am completely heterosexual. What does it mean to me? It means that I'm me. I don't really think about my gender much. It's not something that I spend hours of a day pining over. I am who I am what I am, and that's pretty much it. I don't have much to say to that. I do have a masculine side sometimes, but yeah, I'm me. What pronouns honor you? Despite the fact that I do have a masculine side, I do prefer feminine pronouns. I am a girl, and as I said, I am straight. So yeah, feminine pronouns are good. If you come up to me and be like, hey, guy, unless you're using like Canadian slang, or, you know, I don't know if that's slang anywhere else, but we generally in this area, people walk around and be like, yo guy, what's up? So I mean, yeah, okay, if you're using slang, that's one thing, but generally speaking, I prefer feminine pronouns. Describe the style of clothing you wear most often. Casual. I wear a lot of t-shirts, jeans, track pants, that sort of stuff, leggings. Sometimes I wear skirts. Sometimes I'm really girly and I like to wear like dress shirts and like dresses and skirts and stuff. Usually in the summer I'm really into the tube tops and spaghetti straps and that sort of thing. Really depends on my mood. I get into certain moods where I'm really girly and I do my makeup and I do my hair and all this other stuff. So I mean, it really depends. If I'm really going all out and I'm in a good mood and I want to be all super girly, then yeah, I'd wear something a little more girly. But generally speaking, I wear a t-shirt. Like right now, I'm wearing a unisex t-shirt. It's just a blue t-shirt and I'm actually wearing black slacks. They're just black pants. Slacks. Who says that anymore? Anyways, yeah, I'm just wearing black pants, just regular black dress pants and a shirt. Nothing fancy. Talk about your choices with body hair. How often do you style your hair? Depends. Generally, I just run a brush through my hair. I straighten it. I have like this hair wax stuff that like keeps it where I want it to be. Most of the time I just do this, or I'll throw it in a ponytail. You know, when it was longer, I used to kind of braid it and like do fancy styles with it, but now that it's shorter, yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of color, my hair has been every color of the rainbow. I do like the funky colors. I went back to like brown and red recently, and as nice as it was, I found it to be a little bit, you know, bland, so I like the funky colors. Right now it's blue, but it needs to be touched up, as I'm sure you can see. I'll probably do a blue again. Maybe put some purple streaks or something crazy in there because I like to be different. I don't know, I like to shock people. Do you have facial hair? No. No. Well, depends on what you call facial hair. I mean, everybody technically has facial hair because everybody has very fine little white peach fuzz hair all over your skin. So technically everyone has facial hair, but I don't actually grow facial hair, like, yeah. What do you choose to shave or not to shave? Well, I have a back disability that makes it very difficult for me to bend most of the time. So I generally shave when I need to. If I'm wearing shorts or I'm going swimming or something, then yeah, I shave everything. But if I'm just lounging around wearing pants in the winters and stuff, then I usually don't bother. It doesn't bother my husband, and it doesn't really bother me. My like leg hair and stuff, it is really, really fine. It grows in almost like a blonde hair, weirdly enough, because I'm a brunette, but you can't really see it, so it doesn't really phase as much. So that works for me. And honestly, for the most part, if I'm going out to show off, like if I have like a spaghetti strap shirt on or a skirt or something, then yeah, I'll shave everything off. As far as private areas go, yeah, I just basically trim that up. I don't want to shave. I have this phobia of cutting myself. That would be very bad. So yeah, that is pretty much that. So let's talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Sometimes. Sometimes. I do have quite a bit of makeup. I did do the Mary Kay thing for a bit there, so I have a lot of cleansers, moisturizers, concealers, foundations. I'm allergic to sunscreen, so I can't actually wear a lot of sunscreen. So I find that the foundation and the creams, like the facial creams with the SPF in it for sunscreen, actually works better for me because I don't break out when I use it. So I tend to do that a lot, but in terms of makeup, yeah, I don't usually wear makeup. I tend to wear it for special occasions, or if I feel like, you know, giving myself a boost or looking extra nice for a specific day. If I go to like an interview or something, then I'll wear makeup, but for the most part, I don't bother. I don't really go out much. I work from home, so I don't really, you know, what's the point? Nobody really sees me, so, except for you guys. You guys see me, but yeah, I'm lazy, so I don't put my makeup on for you guys most of the time. Do you paint your fingernails? I bite them. I'm trying to stop biting them. I do paint them every so often. I try to put fancy little designs on them and stuff because I think it's pretty and cute. But generally speaking, no, I do not paint my fingernails. What type of soap or perfumes do you use? I don't do perfume. I am allergic to perfume, so I will break out in hives everywhere and look really nasty. So I do not use perfumes. As far as soap goes, generally perfume-free, scent-free, hypoallergenic stuff. That's for the most part. Have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? Not usually. I have when I was younger. Some people, you know, I actually at one point I was going through a rebellious stage, and my family is all about long hair. So I literally shaved the back of my hair, and it was like this mushroom cut back in the day. It was so cool. And yeah, I like did my hair up like that, and unfortunately I wasn't completely developed in the front area yet. So I kind of resembled a more masculine being, in which case I was mistaken for a boy a few times, but I got older and developed certain appendages that boys don't have, and I guess it's noticeable because that's never happened since. Yeah, I think I'm generally pretty girly, so I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So yeah. Do you experience dysphoria, and how does it affect you? Sometimes I have a weight issue. I'm very uncomfortable with my weight. I have a condition that I like to call carbohydrate intolerance. Basically, if I eat over 50 carbohydrates within an entire day, I will gain weight. If I eat 50, around 50, then I will stay the same. But I have to cut my carbs down to like nothing to lose weight. It's very difficult because I have a very big sweet tooth. I am a chocolate lover, so that doesn't work very well for me. Yeah, so I am a little bit uncomfortable with my weight. Other than that, I don't really have anything that I hate incredibly about my body. I wish I could replace my back. That'd be cool. Only if it didn't make it worse. But other than that, there's not really anything that I would change. I do like myself. There was a point in my life where I absolutely despised myself, but I think everyone goes through a stage like that. I did, you know, I was battling with depression at one point and anxiety, and I was suicidal, and there was a lot of things going on there. And of course, over the years, I realized it wasn't worth it. I got over it, and here I am. That's a long story that if you guys are interested, we can go over another day, but that's a really long story. So number 8. Yes, we're on question number 8. There are 10 questions. Talk about children. Are you interested in having children? I have one. Need I say more? Do you want to carry a child if that option were for you? I did carry my child. And it was a wonderful experience that I wouldn't have traded for anything in the world. I bonded with her from the moment I knew she was there, and me and my daughter are best friends. I love her so much. She is amazing. You know, she's my daughter, my best friend, and my mini-me. Yeah. Do you want to be the primary caregiver to any children you may have? I am the primary caregiver to my child. My husband and I, you know, we live together, so we both share responsibility for our child. But, you know, he does work out of the home, and she is on reduced days, so she's only at school for a few hours, and that's where I come in, right? Like I said, I work from home, so that's the main reason why I work from home, so that I can be here with her when she needs me. And I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to, you know, offer my child the chance to really get to know her mother and spend time with me and, you know, do fun things like that. So let's talk about money, number 9. Is it important to you to provide for your family financially if you choose to have one? Well, my husband is the primary breadwinner in the family, but it is important to me to help him to provide financially for the family. Like I said, I do work from home. It took me a long time to find a decent work from home job. Once I did, though, I kind of clung on and refused to let go. It's a constant battle. You're always looking for better online jobs and better ways to make more money or more companies to work with, because I am technically a freelance writer. I have freedom to work with as many companies as I want, as long as I can, you know, finish the job on time with good quality. You don't want sacrifice there. So it is important for me to contribute. I wouldn't necessarily say fully finance the family, because I know that when we had our child, my hubby decided, like, we sat down and we talked together, and he decided that, you know, he would really like to work outside the home, and I figured, you know, I'd like to be with our daughter, so we both agreed that he would go to work and I would stay with her. And, you know, over the years, it's very difficult in today's society to make ends meet with one income, so I also decided to try to get work, but I can't work outside the home if my child needs me, right? So that's where the work from home thing came in. Is it important that you earn more than any partner you may have? No. It's not a competition. You know, money that he has, money that I have, it's irrelevant. You know, we pay our bills, we have a roof over our head, we have food. That's really all that matters to us, that we have what we need to get through. And, you know, preferably a little extra to do fun things every so often. Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? I do. But I don't think that has anything to do with my gender. I come from a family that wasn't exactly the most financially well off in the world. We never had a lot of money, and I don't really have a lot of liquid expendable money to myself as well. So to me, I just feel bad when people buy me things, people give me gifts, stuff like that. I mean, I appreciate it, so don't get me wrong. I'm like, oh, geez, I'm so touched that you would do that. But it feels weird because I'm not used to receiving things like that or having people, you know, take me out. I would prefer, because if I'm planning a date and I'm saying, oh, I want to go here, I want to go there, it would be pretty selfish of me to expect someone else to pay for something that I want to do, right? If I want to do something and I want to bring someone with me, it makes more sense that I would pay for that. But that's just me. Are you comfortable letting others pay for you more often? Not really. With my husband, it's different because, like I said, we're married. So his money is my money is his money. It's all our money, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter who pays, because in my situation, it's all our money. But if it wasn't our money, yeah, it's like when we were dating. When I was dating my husband, we didn't really date where he paid for everything. We usually went half and half because he didn't have a lot of money, I didn't have a lot of money. So it's not really, I didn't want to burden him, and I guess he probably felt the same way. So now when we go on like date night, which is very rare, might I add, but when we do go on date night, it's less of who's going to pay, more of which account has the funds in it at the time. Because like I said, it's all our money. So the very last question is, anything else you want to share about your experience with gender? Gender's a tricky thing. A lot of people have difficulty identifying or figuring themselves out. You know, I mean, everybody questions themselves at one point or another. And I think that's natural to question yourself, but eventually you figure out what you want. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting something that is the same or different than anyone else. It's okay to be different. I mean, when I was in college, I was the only girl in my course. I took video game design, and I was the only girl in the course. And the college warned me that I was the only girl in the course. And it was really difficult. The guys were not very accepting. I mean, eventually they told me I was just like one of the guys, which is cool, because I got to make a lot of friends, but they didn't treat me like they treated each other. You know, they would work together in groups and kind of shun me because I'm the girl and I couldn't possibly do things as good as them. That was the attitude that women get a lot. And I'm not saying that, I mean, men don't get shunned in areas like that. I mean, you look at a guy that's a hairdresser and first thing you think of is, oh, is he confused? Is he gay? What is it? And I mean, like, that's not really right either. I know a lot of straight guys and completely heterosexual guys anyways that are, you know, hairdressers. It doesn't mean anything just because you are outside the norm. You know, nobody should feel pressured into being a certain way just because society thinks that you should. There is only one you in the entire world. You are who you are, and you should always be proud of that. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. I've always been different. You know, I like I said, I have that masculine side. I game like a guy. I am totally hardcore when I am playing games with other people. I have fun with it. I am girly and I'm all like, oh my god, ah! So, but I play to win. And I mean, when I'm playing against my little brother, it is intense. Like, me and Rai, we go at it. When we're playing Mortal Kombat, we have brutal battles. It's insane. But this is my point right here, is I don't talk like a girl usually. I mean, I'm pretty relaxed and chill. I use slang. I'm all like laid back. I do say, hey, yo, what's up? Sometimes, I mean, like, I'm very different than most girls, but I am still a girl. And just because you're different doesn't mean that you're anything less than special. Because, again, there's only one you in the entire world. So I hope this video has helped you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, so hopefully on Wednesday, I will have a gaming video for you guys. Just leave me a comment below if there's anything specific you want to see. Otherwise, I will set up the schedule and we will get up and running for this Wednesday. Thank you again for joining me. Take it easy. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.